It's crazy, man. Like you could be looking at yourself from like the outside, inside looking out, and somebody can be looking at you and be like, "Yo, that brother done achieved so much. How did he do it?" I'm like, "Yo, I don't even know how I did this." You feel me? I don't even. I'm surprised. I'm still taking everything in, and still trying to work towards the next thing. You know, so thank you, but I don't know. My name Laury from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm 24 years old. I'm a music composer, instrumental music producer, and a youth music instructor. You know, I've been watching a lot of film lately, like a lot of TV. It's honestly kind of concerning, but you know, I've been watching so much TV lately, man. Whole bunch of anime, just movies that I love, even like movies I ain't never even seen before, just to kind of just watch all kinds of stuff, just to just take my mind to different place and whatnot. You feel me? When I was younger, right, like I used to love going into like Walmart and just going into like the DVD bin and just taking like I would close my eyes and just take like random like five random DVDs that I just place my hands on, but I make sure I dig deep in the bin so I don't just get stuff on top because they started like kind of putting the popular stuff on the top on purpose for real. And I used to just watch all kinds of all kinds of stuff. It was like one with like a shark that was some type of scientist or something that can speak. I'm like, yo, what is this? But then it's like the wildest thing. It's like it's so bad, it's good. Like you start to get into them. It's funny. It's like no matter how terrible you think something is, there's always something good in it, and that's what be throwing you off. Like, why are you doing that? You're not supposed to mix that chemical with this shark scientist. What is you doing? What is he doing? Honestly, yo, it's crazy. I don't even usually be saying stuff like this. Sometimes I feel like I was destined to do music even before I knew what music was. Cause it's like my dad, he got all these records and stuff in the basement. He got the vinyl turntables and stuff. Cause he's a DJ. So like I was always just up on like listening to different music. You feel me? Even before like I was 8 years old. Cause when I was 8, I started taking up piano lessons. I was doing that for like 13 years. I just feel like I was always like in tune with music, but I think the song that really made me realize like, yo, I really want to do this was it was a song off of this anime that I love. I consider it my number one. It's called Eureka 7, right? That's the anime. I'm always gonna advertise that joint right there. That's my joint. That joint made me who I am today. You feel me? But nah, it was a beautiful song on there called "To Wish Upon a Star," right? And at the time, Eureka 7 came out in like what 2005 to 2007. I can't remember. So I was young. But this is before I even knew I wanted to get into the film scoring. But it's just like the musicality of it, right? It was just so many layers. The brass section was beautiful. The string sections was beautiful. It was just so romantic sounding. You feel me? Just so emotional. I was like, yo, I gotta make music that make me feel like this, man. Music to me is definitely beyond instruments, right? Like I'm a firm believer that you can make music out of anything. And that's why I bought me a little portable mic, yo. Like I would go around and like people would look at me crazy, but who cares? You feel me? Like I'd be walking somewhere and I'd be hearing something that kind of sounded a little rhythmic, like birds chirping or something, or like the way the grass is rustling, So I'm like, man, hold up. And I'd be sitting there for like 30 minutes. And people just be looking at me like, is he okay? And I'm just like that with my mic, yo. You can make something out of anything, yo. That's my favorite type of thing to do, man. It's just taking something literally out of thin air and just taking it home, splicing it up, processing it, and just putting that into my music. It's so different, it's so natural. It's so unique because it's like you know, you could go back to that same little like puddle that's like, let's say it was like something dripping in the puddle and I like that sound. I could go back to that same puddle and that won't ever sound the same again. When I left high school in like 2015, I was 18, right? So it's like I wasn't really like thinking about the future how I really should have, honestly. But it's like I knew it was something that I had to kind of really start thinking about, because you know you out of high school, right? So I just decided to go off to college. I was like, all right, you know what? I know I want to do music. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna get there, but I was like, let's try college. You feel me? So I went up to Frostburg into 2015, trying to get, you know, my bachelor's in music, and I was like, yo, this ain't for me. And then I just started, my depression and stuff just started kicking in, and I ended up dropping out like within the first semester. Now it's like I'm 19, you know, I'm back home in Baltimore. I didn't really feel like I failed. I knew like if something is not for me, I don't got no business being a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with that, I just knew that I had to appreciate what I did already, which is the achievements part of your question. And I knew that it was more work to be done to get to where I wanted to go. One thing that I'm really glad that I did is like I made peace with knowing that okay, everything is not going to be cut and dry. I knew it was work to be done. I knew that something is not going to go the way that I wanted to go. And since then, you know, we're just navigating towards like what's next for me is just I just take it one day at a time. It's crazy, man. Like you could be looking at yourself from like the outside, like wait, inside looking out, and somebody can be looking at you and be like, "Yo, that brother done achieved so much. How did he do it?" I'm like, "Yo, I don't even know how I did this." You feel me? I don't even. I'm surprised. I'm still taking everything in, and still trying to work towards the next thing. You know, so thank you, but I don't know. Biggest goal of mine, honestly, yo, like besides like getting my own house and stuff and moving out, I really want me a Chevelle SS, 1969.
Okay.
I really want that. I gotta have that. Like it's to the point where it's like I see one on the street and I just stop and just look at it and just watch it ride off until I can't see it no more, yo. Like I know exactly how I want it to. You feel me? I want that joint to be forest green with the black stripes, black leather interior, wood grain inside. I need a banging sound system and all that, yo. I need one of them, yo. If I ever blow up off my music and I just start getting bread, I'll definitely become a muscle car person. Old school muscle car person. I'll be one of them guys with like 8 muscle cars and all that stuff and just one new 2000s joint just to get around. But I need me a muscle car, yo. I need me an old school, man. Like, that's my style right there. I just wanted to work towards it so bad. Like I started buying Hot Wheels again, man. Of like all the favorite cars that I just like and I just want. And I just put them up on my desk, and I just put them all right there. Got them all in the favorite colors that I want and everything, man. Cause yeah, I need one of them. I need one of them, yo. You know, I pretty much confide in myself 90% of the time. I try my best to kind of talk to other people, but it's like I never felt the need to like to rely on people a majority of the time, and it's a good and a bad thing. I kind of sometimes I feel a little bad about it. Like even with my friends and stuff, people call me a great listener, which I am, and I give great advice. But you know, I'm listening because I'm quiet the majority of the time. I think I just developed like so many like self-coping mechanisms that it's like if I absolutely need to talk to somebody, I will. But the majority of the time, I probably won't even need to like talk about anything with anybody. It's a good and bad thing because it's like with that, okay, I'm used to confiding in myself and making sure I'm good, but I need to be able to talk to other people too. This might sound weird, but like you know, I would kind of make up like alternate versions of myself in my head. You feel me? And like these are like the different aspects of like my personality. And it's like, I would like talk to these different versions of Corey in my head to kind of like be like, all right, so you the exercising Corey. How should I? What should I do, Corey? You feel me? You get me? So yeah, it's that deep. It's that deep, because it's like I know I got to make sure I'm okay at the end of the day and whatnot. Sometimes I be walking around like I don't need anybody, but you can walk around feeling like you don't need anybody, but still appreciating people. Like I appreciate the people that attempts to reach out, even if they see like, oh yeah, he probably is going through something, but it's like, he probably not gonna tell me because he feel like he can handle it on himself. But I know that you're here for me, and that's all I need. And I don't even dance, yo.
You don't dance,
I don't even dance. I just pull up my pants, man. Do the rock, Nah, man. I don't be dancing, yo. Like the most movement you gonna get out of me is like a head bop or something. You feel me? I be trying to put myself out there, man. Like just trying to just open up and loosen up a bit, cause I'm low key a stiff. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm a stiff, man. I don't be dancing. I don't be trying to sing or nothing. You feel me? Anything, But I've been trying to open up a little more. Like, especially after this whole quarantine thing, I'm like, dang, well, I took outside for granted, so now I'm trying to do everything. So, yeah, so I'm asking people like, yo, let's go to karaoke or something. Knowing daggone well, I would not be good doing no karaoke before. But I'm like, man, let's go outside, enjoy life, and open up. You feel me? So, I be trying to, yo. For people that know me, like you, right? I'm not really like a loud guy. I don't really say what bothers me like most of the time. But it's like when it comes down to it, if I know that I gotta do it, if I gotta like kind of take it there a little bit, I know that I can do that at the end of the day, even if I let like 80% of stuff slide. Sometimes I feel like I'm the type of person that wants to keep the peace, especially at my expense. And I was like, I kind of got to get out of that, because it's like, if everybody else feel like they can say what they want to you, why can't I say the same? You feel me? And of course, I'm going to still be me with expressing how I feel. I don't want to go out my way to be rude, and I never intend to hurt anybody if I feel like, I got something to say. Once I realized, like, yo, people going to take what you say however they want to feel anyway. Like, when I used to do security at the hotel job, and you know me, like I'm a security guard. I'm making 15 an hour. I ain't trying to get into nothing, especially not for no 15 an hour. Like, I walk up to a guest acting crazy in the lobby, and I'm like, hey, brother, can you just go up to your room? Just like that. And they still want to wild out, So it's like, people just gonna take whatever they want, like take whatever you say, however they want to. And at that point, you might as well just go ahead and just open it up and let it all out. And especially when you meet people, like for the first time too, you kind of got to give it to them straight in the beginning so that way they won't get comfortable down the line, I be trying to just act more like a leader, like not like go out of my way to like tell people what to do, but just leading myself and recognizing like sometimes I got to take control of a situation sometimes. I can't kind of like, be on the fence about certain things and whatnot, so. That's crazy you said that, man. Let me find out we related or something, man. I need drums, man. I need drums, yo. I need that. Like, come on, yo. Like, I like drums. Like, come on, yo. Like, think about it, right? Flats, okay, cool. You might get a even piece of meat on each of the flats, right? But drums, yo, that part where it's like it's going from head to a thick piece of chicken, thick with two C's. Not with the CK, but with two C's, yo. Come on, yo. And when you dip it in the sauce, I ain't even gonna tell you what I like to dip it, man, because I don't feel like getting into that discourse.
Yeah, it's a whole nother
right?
argument.
You feel me? Son. I mean, I'm a ranch fella and the blue cheese fella, but mainly ranch myself. But I'm just throwing that out there, right? You can cut this out. You feel me? But